You walked towards the bathroom, and after taking a quick shower, you came out and opening the wardrobe. You glanced at the dresses, your fingers stopped at the red short frock. You quickly took it out and changed into it. As you walked over to the kitchen, your jaw dropped and mouth slightly parted. No ways, this can't be mine kitchen. You muttered to yourself as your eyes drifted across the counter. They were spotless. The sink sparkled, the crumbs that had been scattered last night were gone. You stood there for a second, thinking to yourself, if I didn't clean it, then who? And this one realization hit you, the memory of last night, of faint soap aroma and Jungkook's presence in your apartment. Oh my, did he clean it? Your eyes quickly looked around as if you were searching for something. You opened the cabinets and chuckled for that specific thing, everything, but couldn't find it. Ugh, where it is? You quickly ran to the laundry area and there you find it. It was placed neatly on the laundry basket. Ugh, Ryan, you cursed yourself and stormed back to the kitchen. You sighed and quickly made two fried eggs and toasted two slices of bread. Then you dragged the chair and started to have the breakfast. As you finished the breakfast, you tossed the dishes on the sink and grabbing your bag, you slung it across your shoulder and locked the door of your apartment carefully behind you. The metallic clink of the lock echoed through the quiet morning corridor, too quiet. You turned towards the stairway and froze. The lobby was empty, completely empty, yet the hairs on the back of your neck rose like an electric charge. Your brows knitted tightly. You looked around like feeling someone watching you. Hello, is someone there? You called out softly, your voice echoing faintly against the walls. No answer. You swallowed, gripping your back strap a little tighter. Each step you took towards the stairway felt heavier. What does it feel like someone is here? You muttered to yourself, wiping the sweat off from your forehead. Your heart was pounding. The sound of your own breathing filled your ears. You forced your legs to move faster, exiting the building with brisk steps, but the feeling didn't leave. If anything, it followed. Your palms grew clammy. A bead of sweat rolled down your temple despite the cool morning air. You glanced back once again, but there was nothing. Yet the sense of presence lingered behind you, invisible but suffocating. Panic gnawed at your chest as you saw the taxi. You waved frantically with trembling hands. Ajusi, please, just go quickly. The driver blinked at your urgency but didn't question it. The car rolled away, leaving your apartment building shrinking in the distance. You pressed your back against the seat. Lungs struggled to steady, your legs still trembled. Meanwhile, inside Jungkook's new apartment, steam curled against the bathroom tiles as Jungkook stood under the stream of water. Droplets traced the lines of his toned shoulders, dipping down his chest and vanishing into the towel he had tossed carelessly on the counter. But instead of feeling refreshed, his mind replayed one moment. Ook, what was I thinking? How will I face her now? He muttered. His jaw tightened. He was not the type to act so recklessly. He was not the type to let emotions slip into actions. And yet, the image of your wide eyes, your party lips, your stunned silence, it wouldn't leave him. Just then, the sound of doorbell jolted him. Now, who came to ruin my peace? Muttering to himself, he groped it out, striding out of the bathroom. Water droplets still clung to his skin, tracing down. As he opened the door, a delivery boy stood there holding a medium sized parcel. Hello, sir. Delivery for Jungkook, say. Jungkook sighed the electronic pad quickly, muttering thanks. The deliveryman bowed politely and left. Jungkook was about to lock his apartment door when his sharp gaze caught something, a figure, standing in front of your door. His head was tucked low beneath a black hoodie, a black jacket hanging loose over his frame. His posture was strange, stiff, predatory, and his gaze, it was not random, it was fixed on your door as if he was trying to examine it. Jungkook placed the parcel on the doorway and stepped out. Yay, what are you doing? He asked in a strong, commanding voice. The hoodie man jerked. Jungkook clenched his muscle, tensing as he took another step forward. Who are you, man? He took 3 steps forward. The man didn't turn to see him, and then, like a shadow vanishing, the man bolted fast, too fast. Hey, stop! He shouted, but the hooded man had already ran out of his cage. Jungkook narrowed his eyes and stood there for a while. He glanced at your apartment door. Who it could be? He thought to himself for a moment, but then he let it go, taking a man as a delivery boy or a curious neighbor. Because he was not that much familiar to people in the surrounding, he grabbed the parcel and walked inside the apartment, locking the door behind him. Time skipped. In the evening, you returned home after a tiring day at school. You were smiling to yourself as the principal told you that Jungkook praised you. Your cheeks were wet and you had already liked Jungkook, but you didn't want to show him. The corridor's light flickered faintly when you stepped inside your apartment. Dark shadows welcomed you like old companions. You didn't like bright space anywhere. Too loud, too revealing, so you let the house remain in its soft dimness, humming a tune under your breath. You tossed your keys onto the side table with a soft clink. Throwing your bag lazily on the sofa, you went to your room, grabbed a towel from your closet, and then padded into the bathroom to take a warm shower. The warm water cascaded over his skin, washing away fatigue, filling the small, tiled room with steam. For the first time since morning, you felt your muscle relaxed, your mind at ease. The paranoia of someone following you, it was gone until crash. The sharp sound of glass breaking cut through the hiss of the shower. Your heart stopped. You froze with rinse, water dripping down your skin. You closed the tap. What was that? You whispered to yourself. Your voice was trembling. Fear pricked your spine. Quickly you walked at the top. You stepped out of the bathroom, feeling like walking into danger. The living room was quiet but not peace. Your eyes started frantically until they landed on it. The vase. It was smashed into jagged places across the floor. You frowned. Your eyes moved to the window, which was cracked. Shards glittered under the dim light, the cool air slipping inside. Your whole body trembled at once. Before you could even scream properly, a shadow moved and suddenly a figure emerged. The man in the black hoodie. Your breath lodged in your throat. Before it could echo out, he came. Well, well, where are you running? His voice was slow, dripping with menace. Tears instantly filled your eyes, blurring your vision. You scrambled backwards, stumbling off the sofa, your bare feet hitting the cold floor. But in your desperate rush, your foot caught the edge of the table and sadly you fell hard. The thud echoing in the dim apartment, pain shot through your knees, but fear was stronger. The soccer steps approached, slow taunting. Meanwhile, Jungkook was at his desk, his laptop screen glowing faintly in the night. His focus broke instantly when a chilling sound pierced the silence. Your scream, his chair screeched back violently as he jumped up, heart pounding. Is that Ryan? Without even slipping into shoes, he sprinted out barefoot, his steps a blur. Against the cold floor, he hammered his fist on your doorbell. Ryan, open the door. You okay? Ryan, please open the door. I am here. What? Did you call someone? He snarled. Through tears, you shook your head. No, I didn't. Your trembling voice reached Jungkook's ears faintly through the door. Panic flared. His eyes flicked to the side, the broken window. His jaw clenched without thinking. He sprinted towards it, the shark still glinting dangerously, but he didn't care. With one swift leap, he valued through the gap, landing inside your apartment, and then he froze. You were standing on the cold floor. Jungkook's chest tightened painfully at the sight. Your eyes lit up seeing him. In one swift motion, he grabbed the nearest, a shattered piece of the vase and hurried it across the living room. You stumble back instantly. Jungkook hit the floor. Jungkook! Your scream tore through the room, raw and desperate. Jungkook somehow forced himself up despite the dizziness, so he glared at the man with feral anger. Wine, grab your phone. Call the police quickly. He roared, spitting. You stumbled into your room, your shaking hands barely managing to unlock your phone with a trembling hand. Hello, police, police, help, my dresses. There is a man in my house. Hurry. You said in a trembling voice and ran out to see Jungkook. Despite Jungkook was hurt, but still he was fighting for you. After a while, the police came. They arrested Stalker, who was spitting nonsense about how he liked you for so long. Jungkook just rose and fell heavily. He turned to the officers while trembling with anger. Make sure he never comes near her again. Do you understand? The officer nodded, taking the man out, and soon silence fell inside your dim apartment. You were standing there frozen. Your knees grew weak and you stumbled forward. Jungkook immediately reached to catch you. His eyes searched yours, filled with worry. Why are you okay? His voice cracked slightly, betraying how scared he had been. The dam inside you broke. You burst into sobs and clung to him. I was so scared. His heart squeezed painfully at your words. It's okay now. He's gone. I'm here. Nothing will happen to you while I'm around. He whispered, his voice low, though his heart was racing wildly. In that moment, the apartment felt too empty, too dark, too terrifying. Lifting your head slightly, you looked into his eyes, still shining with concern. Jungkook, I don't think I can sleep alone tonight. Every sound will make me panic. If you don't mind, can you stay? You asked in a trembling voice. Jungkook smiled and brushed a whistle friend of hair behind your ear. Of course, you don't even need to ask me. The night was quiet, only the soft glow of the lamp on your bedside table lit up the room, casting warm shadows across the walls. Jungkook was watching over you like a silent guardian. You kept stealing glances at him, your heart racing faster each time. You didn't know if it was the fear of losing him or the fear of never telling him how truly you felt, but the words slipped out before you could stop them. Jungkook, you paused, looking into his dark eyes. Hmm? He answered softly. You swallowed your fingers nervously, clutching the blanket. I like you. For a second he froze, he looked at you blankly, and then slowly a small smile curved his lips. His voice was husky low, almost like he was confessing too. I like you too, Ryan. The air between both of you grew heavy, charged with emotions. He paused, his forehead resting. After a while, she smiled, listening to the steady thump of his heartbeat. Good night, princess. Good night, Jungkook, you said softly.